This is Uthred Ronaldson, and this is Conflict of Nations WW3, Day 9, and I'm playing as the Philippines. Welcome and welcome back, everybody, for day number 9 of this series here, wherein we are playing as the Philippines, and we will try and attempt to win this Conflict of Nations game. So, going back yesterday, we just we launched our Korean campaign yesterday, so that's day 8, and this is what we have now. So Busan and Gwangju, as well as Seoul, are all in 34% morale, 33% for Gangneung. So I already have 3 cities which are now at 34%. And for Pyongyang at 30%, and then Hamhong at 29%, Sancheon at 30, and we are about to occupy Hong Kongjing, which is the last city standing for North Korea, and then the last province will be Ondok. So at this point, there are no more North Korean units available to defend its homeland. So we have virtually annihilated them, and now we are the master of Korea. So we have Japan and Korea now secured. So we will be going and moving on to our next phase. So this is actually we are actually ahead of our schedule, as since we have talked about going for China for, or waiting, or preparing to go for China for at least a week, but I don't think we have to wait for a week. We can actually do it much quickly and start the attack. But that's something that we're going to process, and uh, I'm gonna need your help, guys, to process this. And what should we do to win the game here, or what should we do to conquer China? So definitely, China will be the next target. No questions about it. Most of the Chinese units are in Mongolia, fighting in Mongolia, and I'm pretty sure he has everything in Mongolia. Now he has no forces right here in Hong Kong. Hong Kong now is currently building a level 4 shipyard, so that will be beneficial for us. We're gonna use that later once we own the city of Hong Kong. Then we have structures here like the level 1 airport, but upon occupation, those infrastructures will be destroyed. So, but this one right here in Beijing, we can use this later. Okay, so all right. So here is the disposition of my forces in Korea. So I have two infantry, 2 units of ground infantry in all cities. So I have a mix of National Guards as well as um, infantry battalions. Okay, so here's the thing: we have 4 cities that are not on fire, but this one is on fire. But it's oh, that's Pyongyang. Okay, Seoul is not on fire. I think we can um, leave Pyongyang and assume that the city will be safe from insurgents. So I'll have a total of four. So that's eight infantry ready for an attack against China. And then the garrison hill here, I will have the rest of the troops remaining will be left as and will serve as a reinforcement. So, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I have four. I can land two here in Zhangzhou, two, four, two again in Qingdao, two in Shanghai, and then two in Hong Kong. So I'll have four, a total of four. So what I can do is this has been waiting here. Okay. Okay. We are going to mobilize and we are going to attack. I need additional national guards. Okay, so we have one in production, another one, we have two, and then this one right here. Okay, so we will be expecting an additional three national guards. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one here to capture Hong Kong. I'm gonna use this other two right here. Okay, so I'm gonna use this total of four units here to capture Hong Kong. Let's summon them. Okay, so 5 hours. So I'm gonna declare the attack later. Let's see. I'm just gonna put them in position. So this one, two Corvette. I will need. So how will I divide my ships? So I will need. So since this is Beijing, I will send two ships here. One frigate and there. Then there's two right here in attack Qingdao and Shanghai. Okay, it's in the middle. So all right. I'll have one, two, three cities to cover right here. So I can send two in Shanghai, another two in Qingdao, and then two in Zhangzhou. But if I will place troops in Zhangzhou, I will be much closer to Beijing. So I'm gonna go ahead and send my. Where are you? I'm gonna need you back right here. Imagine the power that this one demonstrates right here. I can basically do reconnaissance and can cover a lot of grounds. So, okay. So we got Ragnar here. Who's gonna lead the assault. So again, I will have a strong force here because this one will be my south. I will push to the south. This one will capture Chongqing. Okay, and then the other army. So the rest, we will wait for at least until day change, and most of those cities will now be free and will be above 35% um, morale. So we will wait for day change, and the rest will go to Harbin, and the others will reinforce the push for Beijing. Okay, so we will be covering a lot of ground here. So on this one, Ragnar the Warlord will go to Shanghai. Will enter China via Shanghai. Okay, now let's check news from China. So we have one right here, one of the latest. So China lost one motorized infantry and lost so two motorized infantry for China. 7th Infantry Battalion has been destroyed by the 6th Infantry Division. Okay, so we have the 6th Infantry Division, and then 11th Recon Battalion has been 1st Recon Division. So he has two divisions, two recon divisions has been destroyed. 3rd Infantry Battalion has been destroyed by the 10th. Okay, so this one is in Chingis. Chingis is right here. So Chingis. Okay, so that's probably a raid. In order to capture this province right here, it got stopped. Okay, so China has lots of casualties right now. He lost 8,800. That's his casualty. Libya declares war on Nigeria. Okay. Kazakhstan. Oh, okay. So, 2nd Battalion has been destroyed by the 3rd Infantry Division. It's occupied Russia. Okay. The, has occupied October. Okay. All right. So, the Russian Republic is now um, going to conquer and will occupy Kazakhstan. All right. So, yeah, we are at war with him. Australia is not doing anything right now. Yeah, he's offline. Hopefully he gets back. But yeah, that's fine. He's just busy. Okay. All right. Let's check diplomacy and check the stats of the players. So we have Indonesia as the top player, followed by Brazil, Colombia, Russia, the United States, Australia, very good, Cameroon, and us right here. That's fine. Then we check on the coalitions, and we have the Axis power as the second um, strongest coalition here in the game. So I'm glad to be part of the strongest, but it doesn't mean that uh, it's not a still not a sure win. This one is still going to play out. We still have other players here. Uh, yeah, China, Sweden. We have players that doesn't have any coalitions like Spain, Italy, Germany. So these players can still, um, you know, tip off the balance of um in this game. So yeah, we will see. But for now, the Philippines as well as Indonesia is moving forward inland and capturing small countries surrounding China. And I think it is now time for the Philippines to strike as well into the heart of Asia. Okay, looking at the size of the map, you can definitely and you, you can clearly see that it's not going to be an easy task to conquer China. Its provinces are huge, very mountainous, lots of forest, so it's not going to be easy. He has cities um, inside, deep in China, so those cities will be able to provide um, for as long as they can. They will be able to provide resources and reinforcements. So, okay, this campaign may probably take 1 week. Yeah, it's possible that this will take a week, but I doubt that once I declared war with China, I doubt that I will be able to focus. So basically, I'm anticipating that I may have to go to war with several other nations as well, like Russia, Mongolia, because Mongolia probably won't be conquered completely. So yeah, we have Russia, um, possibly Kazakhstan. It depends. So it's basically just Russia. We will be under the most uh, uh, under the biggest nation in the world. Well, still far from its former glory, the USSR. Once he captures Kazakhstan and incorporate other Central Asian nations like Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and then Ukraine, Belarus. Yeah, so still have a lot of work to do if he wants to reclaim the power and the prestige of the USSR. Okay, down right here in Europe, France or Spain has conquered France and is now pushing into Africa. Italy also right here have successfully have conquered Austria. Okay, we have Village and Graz controlled by rebellions. Okay, so there's no more Austria. Germany is right here in the center with no allies. Serbia right here is part of the Axis powers. So, okay, now here in Africa, it's hard to establish who is the dominant player right here. But right now, it seems like Cameroon is the top African player. So it's gonna be Cameroon, just right below Australia. He's the highest. Um, he's the top player in terms of points for all all of the African nations right here. So together with Australia, these two nations are basically dominating Africa as of at this point. Now, we will check and see how will the campaign go. As of now, it's doing good. We don't know yet what's inside Kenya, what's in South Africa, and definitely those bot um those AIs will still be, will still cost you a lot, divert resources. So it's still gonna play uh a big factor. It's still gonna be crucial if you will be at war with AIs. You will still have to divert some resources, conquer those nations, which normally takes some time, a couple of days. So you really have to pick your wars, but sometimes wars will be brought to you even if you don't ask for it. So you have to be ready in any cases. So, okay, but this saves me a big deal for Australia to be attacking Russia here. Save me a uh, more diplomatic space, because since I am not yet at war with Russia, so yeah, he is probably considering moving his forces into the east, reinforce his forces right there. But he's currently at war here in Turkey as well as in Iraq, so that may take him quite some time. So that is also the best time, the best opportunity for me to conquer China, because Russia will be able to, if we will stay in peace at the moment, then we can both focus on our wars. So the dilemma for Russia here, so well, if we can also conquer Kazakhstan, then we may actually meet right here in Uyghur as well as here in northern Mongolia and then in Manchuria. So yeah, okay, all right. So basically, Russia is currently winning against Kazakhstan. Mexico is also at war. All right, so who's at war with Mexico? Lost one motorized infantry. Okay. 18th insurgents has been destroyed by the 13th Recon Division in Winnipeg. Okay, so they got Winnipeg back. Okay, so the U.S. is now invading Canada. Iraq, Syria, and Israel still an ongoing war with Israel losing more troops. Has been destroyed by the second Recon Battalion. Second but Infantry Battalion has been destroyed by the second Recon. Okay. The 5th Infantry Battalion has been destroyed by the second Recon. Okay. Where is that? Ah, this one. So this is where the battle happened. And now they have Damascus. Yeah. All right. So what happened then? Israel lost three motorized infantries. All right, and then there's another war in Italy and Tunisia. Okay, Trump 01. So this is Italy. Okay, has been destroyed by Italy. Okay, 13th Recon Division, Italy captures capital of Tunisia. Okay, Tunis. So this one, yeah. Okay, and then it will go for Algeria. All right, so this one is interesting right here. See, they have the wars of their own right there in those places. So we all have our own wars that we have to take care of right now. But of course, we want to also study and to know who our future enemies are so we can be in a better position. So Syria and Russia is also at war. So what is Russia's plan? Does he want to just, rampage and conquer these places here? Because he's at war everywhere. It's like no strategy. Okay. Now let's see how he will be able to hold and continue his push. You can only do this if you have a lot of troops, tons of troops. But yeah, maybe he does. Okay, Indonesia doing very well. Um, Already completed his Vietnam conquest and now is moving forward into Myanmar. Yeah, currently at war with Myanmar, and of course, next will be India right here, um, as well as Bangladesh along the way. Okay, so he doesn't really have to go to China. He can just, focus his attention to India, and I will surely provide assistance and help. India has no, um, India has no allies, but it is also not active. Okay, so Canada is about to be taken over, but okay, so this is what we're talking about with a huge border right here. This is a lot of borders to cover. So definitely Canadians will be able to enter the country. There will be a point, an entry point for them. That's for sure. And they were able to reach Chicago. Yeah, but this will be a very difficult position for Canada because Canada is about to be wiped off by the US. Okay. All right. Okay. US will be a big threat to us if he win against Canada, was able to complete his wars, yeah, and secure strong alliances. Yes, it's possible that we might have to face them in the end. So, New Zealand, deceitful act of war. All right, so New Zealand has entered the prey. So, do we have a New Zealand territory here? No, not yet. That will be messy if New Zealand will interfere right here. Well, okay. Italy is doing good as well in Europe, currently cleaning up. Portugal, okay, and Morocco. Then here's the US, Italy, okay, yeah, Iraq and Russia is also at war. Okay, and then we also have some skirmishes right here in London, which destroyed the 8 Fighter Squadron. And here's the report for the world's largest economies. So Russia is still the first at 25,700, followed by the United States. And then we have Brazil. Indonesia is the fourth place. And then Colombia, Spain, and then the Philippines right there at 7. 21,578 at 8th place. We are above Australia, we're above India and China also. So we are definitely much more rich and powerful than China at this point. Um, so okay, so that's the reason why I'm also ramping up my arms industry because um, I don't want to have a poor economy. That's not good for any countries. Having poor economy is always a bad thing. All right, so we have to pump up our arms industry to produce more resources. All right. Okay. So, um, I guess last thing is that an update here in Africa. So, Australia just sent reinforcements in Africa. So he has one, two, three, three units. Yeah, four units. Okay. So to recapture those cities that he lost from the insurgents. So okay, he needs to send more. That's not gonna be enough. He needs to have at least 10 units right there, one army at least. So that will be, I think, one army in Africa will be enough, and that will be 10 units. So I suggest you build an armor, you add more infantries to it, upgrade your infantry, okay, and then uh if you can upgrade the elite railgun, that will be a good addition to the army. But if you cannot, that's fine. You have your ally Cameroon right there, so I don't think that you will be facing a strong air force right here. We haven't seen anything in the news that says enemies in Africa are using air force, except for Cameroon, who is our ally. So I guess you just have to push using your infantry. No need to send planes for now. But if you have the resources, then that will be good. I think, yeah, because that's the only war he has now. Not unless he will go for the US, send his troops to the other side of the world. Yeah, that's another option for Australia. Okay. All right. Anyway, um, you know, I hope that you guys somehow are enjoying this, and because I do enjoy the game, and you know, talking about this will be is also good. So if you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave it in the comment page. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Okay. Again, this is day 9, and I'll see you all guys tomorrow. Skull.